Good morning, friends. We're talking about this idea of stepping into God's design, God's call for you to work for His good and His purposes in the unique way that He's designed you to do. And He has designed you uniquely for that. As I was talking with someone after church on Sunday and talking about some of the reasons why we don't do that, she said to me that one of the reason why I don't step in is that I'm afraid that I'm going to mess it up. I'm afraid that I'm going to disappoint the Lord. I'm afraid that I'm going to not do what He really wants me to do, how He really wants me to do it. And I thought, wow, that's a profound kind of a thing an impediment, a roadblock that keeps us from jumping into the things that the Lord has called us to do. Is that we're afraid to not just afraid of taking the risk, but we're afraid of disappointing the Lord. And I think that's a real one for a lot of us, is that we know that we could blow it big time, and if we do, we would disappoint the Lord. We would somehow hurt His name, somehow hurt His reputation by failing, by trying something and failing. And if that's you today, I want to reassure you, the biblical characters in this are full of all kinds of of blowing it and disappointing the Lord and recovering and seeing something glorious and beautiful happening. I mean, you think about it, Peter, he walked on the water, but he sank, but he walked on the water. And in that, you could say, well, yeah, he disappointed Jesus because he sank, because he saw all the wind and the waves, but he walked on the water. If you're going to walk on the water, you're going to have to get out of your boat. Walking on the water involves a step of faith. And yes, you could disappoint the Lord in this. I don't know, is that the right word? Disappoint the Lord. Yes, you could fail, and by failing, it could mean something in terms of God's reputation with others. And that's something I think really good to think about, is that the name of the Lord is something that we want to live so as to bring glory and attention to positively. So that's our reflection for today. Thanks for joining me.